Hi there! I'm so glad to see you. I'm Miss Lauren. You know what day it is? It's Monday, the start of a great week with great things planned for today. We're going to learn a brand new chant, and it's a doozy. We'll go on a musical field trip with ABC 1, 2, 3 and Do, Re, Mi, and we'll pay our friends Professor Squirrel and Nutley a visit. Plus, we have some fast facts, and we'll dance together and move it. How does that sound?
Yes!
Great! And when we finish with that, your half-hour playlist will be ready with some of our best games. Those of you who love math will love these games. But that's later. Right now, I have someone very important to introduce to you. Say hello to my fish.
Hello!
Her name is Sandy. Every morning, I feed my fish. It's an important job because if I forget, Sandy will be very hungry. You know how hungry you are when you wake up? So is Sandy. Feeding Sandy is my responsibility. Have you heard that word before? Responsibility?
Yes!
Good. Some of you have. When you have a responsibility for something, it means you're in charge of it. You're expected to take care of it. It's my job to make sure Sandy is fed every day. That's right, Sandy. I won't let you down. And in case you haven't guessed, this week's big idea is... That really is big. It's such an important idea. I have responsibilities, and so do you. This week, we're going to learn all about different types of responsibilities that people have. So, let's practice saying responsibility. Can you say it? Good. Now let's try saying it together. Responsibility. Whoa, 6 claps. That's a long word. Try clapping along with me. Responsibility. 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 Pretty good. But of course, people don't talk like robots. Responsibility. You don't want to sound like a robot. You actually say it more like this. Responsibility. 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 Yay! You got it! That was fun, right?
Yes!
Clapping on beat always makes me want to sing. In a minute, we're going to learn a chant about responsibility with our music teacher, Mr. Dan. But first, here's a fast fact about a place where kids have all the responsibility.
If you've ever been to an amusement park, you probably ride rides, scream your face off, or play games, right? Well, in this amusement park, everything is a little different. At Kidzania, everything is kid-sized, from the buildings to the shops and theaters to even the cars and trucks on the street. Kids run the place. They can even get jobs and earn money to use in the city. If I was at Kidzania, I think I'd be... Wow, there are so many decisions. You could be an astronaut to a zookeeper. Right now, I think I could still decide to be any of them. That's what's so cool about being a kid. We can grow up to be anything. Well, Armand, out.
Bye!
Great! And let's keep the fun going. Feel free to get up and move around while you follow along.
Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Dan and now it's time for music class. Today, we're going to talk about the 4 different ways we might use our voice. We can sing, we can speak, we can whisper, and we can shout. Why don't you practice by repeating after me? I can use my voice to sing.
I can use my voice to sing.
I can use my voice to speak.
I can use my voice to speak.
I can use my voice to whisper.
I can use my voice to whisper.
I can use my voice to shout.
I can use my voice to shout.
Great job! Where might we use our voices to sing? I can think of different places like music class, or maybe when you're singing along to the radio. We might use our voice to speak when we're talking to our friends, or when we're answering a question or asking a question of our teacher. We might use our voice to whisper if someone is asleep and we don't want to wake them up, or if we're in a library and we need to ask for something. We might use our voice to shout on the playground, or maybe if we're watching a sports game. Well, since this is a music class, I'd like us to focus on singing today. So, would you please sing along with me if you're happy and you know it? Ready? Here we go. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. That sounded beautiful. Thank you so much for using your singing voice to sing along with me in music class today. Have a great day. Goodbye.
Whew, this is going to be a challenging week. Do you think you'll be able to learn it?
Yes!
I do too. It's challenging, but I know you can do it. Every day, just learn a little bit more. And I think we know a little bit more about our big idea now. Responsibility. And today, when we hear the word responsibility, we'll celebrate. You can do a little celebration like this. Yay! Or you could do a medium celebration like, yeah, woohoo! Or you can have a huge celebration like, woohoo, yeah, yes, yes, yes. I think I'm gonna do the medium one. Okay, so be ready. Here, let's do a little test. Respect. Remember. Responsibility. Woohoo! Yeah! Okay, you know what? We're turning off the celebrations when we hear that word. It's gonna be far too disruptive. I'll turn it back on later. Another of my responsibilities is watering my plants. It's my job and nobody has to remind me because it's a very important responsibility. Plants, like people, need water to live. In fact, water is so important that it's time for a fast fact all about it.
Did you know that most of the earth is covered in water? It's true. Though people live on land, the majority of the earth is covered with water. That means lakes, rivers, oceans, and other bodies of water, like swamps and wetlands. But most of this water is in the oceans. All right, that's all from me. Saya out.
Wow, there's so much water. But sometimes if you're out hiking or playing away from water, you can get really thirsty fast on a hot day. As you know, feeding Sandy and watering the plants are some of my responsibilities at home. You may also have jobs around the house too, like putting away your toys or setting the table. But did you know that taking care of yourself is also a responsibility? That includes brushing your teeth and washing your face. Anything that you're in charge of is a responsibility. And let's find out more about the kinds of responsibilities kids have at home. And to do that, let's ask an expert. Can you guess what they do? Here are some clues. They know a lot about responsibilities at home. They're a member of a family. And you can look up to them and learn a lot from them. Do you have a guess? Our expert is an older sibling. Sibling means brother or sister. Do you have one?
Yes!
Now let's meet our older sibling expert. Jonas is going to interview her.
Hello, Marley.
Hi, Jonas.
First question. You have a younger sister and a younger brother, right?
Yes, I'm the oldest.
As the oldest, what kinds of chores do you do?
I do the litter boxes, feed my dog, feed my cat, and I feed my bunny. And I take out the trash.
Do you have a favorite chore?
I like to feed my bunny because I get to go see her.
What happens if you don't do that chore?
If I don't feed my bunny, then she's gonna get really thirsty, hungry, and she might get sick.
How does it feel when you finish the chore?
It feels good because after I'm done those chores and I can just go to bed and watch a movie.
What do you have to do to get ready for school in the morning?
What I have to do to get ready for school in the morning is get my uniform on, brush my teeth, get my snack box and my water bottle.
Besides your home and your body, do you do anything to take care of the planet every day?
I recycle, and instead of just throwing the trash on the ground outside, I pick it up and I should put it in a different trash can that's around me.
You really are an expert older sibling, Marley. Thank you for talking with us today.
You're welcome. Bye.
Okay, so if you think you're the only one with a bunch of responsibilities, think again. And it seems older siblings can be great teachers. When I was your age, my first responsibility was getting dressed by myself. And the first day, it was a disaster. Yep, shirt on backwards, arms akimbo. It took me forever. But with a little practice, I got it. And now, I can get dressed in no time. Now, choosing what to wear, that can still take a long time. Did you hear that? It's time to move it. Get up and have fun.
Hi! Come on, stand up! It's time to move it! Let's Geo go and dance like a robot!
Did you enjoy dancing like a robot?
Yes!
What a fun class this has been. Before we really go, we're going to go on a virtual sing-along field trip with ABC, 1, 2, 3, and Do, Re, Mi.
We wanted to find big mountains that we could explore. Somewhere in the wilderness with animals and more. We wanted to see nature and hike over hill and dale. Our search led us to the great Appalachian Trail. Whether you walk the trail all at once or walking in short hikes on the Appalachian Trail, there's nothing not to like. The Appalachian Mountains are an old mountain chain. They used to be taller but were worn by wind and rain. The Black Mountains, Blue Ridge Mountains, and White Mountains too are all a part of this mountain chain, to name just a few. You can see coyotes, moose, deer, and big black bears. You can see so many trees and flowers everywhere. The trail's built for people to enjoy the great outdoors. Volunteers maintain it so it will last for sure. Whether you walk the trail all at once or walking in short hikes on the Appalachian Trail, there's nothing not to like. On the Appalachian Trail, there's nothing not to like.
Oh, how fun! Thanks, ABC, 1, 2, 3, and Do, Re, Mi. Great! Today, we've learned how you can be responsible every day by doing chores and taking care of yourself and your body. You can do that by getting dressed by yourself, washing your face and hands, and taking care of your pets and plants. You can also help take care of your family, like an older or younger sibling. These are all important. Did you know that you can take care of the planet too? That's right. There are all sorts of ways that you can help the Earth. Next, our friends Professor Squirrel and Nutley are going to talk about one important way we can be responsible for the Earth: saving water.
Oh, Professor!
Oh, well, hello, Nutley.
Actually, I'm here to say goodbye.
Really? Where are you going?
I'm off to travel the world. Whoa! Whoa!
That sounds like quite the adventure. What are you off to discover?
I'm going to find the most delicious nuts from every country.
Marvelous idea, but what will be your means of travel?
Huh?
How are you going to get there?
Just my strong legs, Professor. I'm going to walk it.
And what happens when you reach the ocean?
Duh, I'll just go around. I don't like swimming too much.
I don't think you understand, Nutley. Quite a large portion of the world is covered in water. As you can see, there's water between the continents, so you won't be able to go around the world without passing over an ocean.
Well, one thing's for sure. I won't get thirsty on my journey with all that water in the oceans.
Oh, but Nutley, you can't drink ocean water.
Well, how come?
Because it's salt water, and we can't drink salt water.
What about all the fish and other animals that live there?
It's like this. Earth has lots of different water sources, like oceans, seas, rivers, and lakes. Some plants and animals can live very well in salt water, but other plants and animals need fresh water to survive. We squirrels, for example, need fresh water.
You know, Professor, all this water stuff is pretty complicated. I think I'd prefer it if we didn't have any water at all.
Actually, Nutley, you wouldn't like that one bit. Every living thing, including plants, animals, and people, needs water to survive. It's one of our most important natural resources.
Then I guess it's a good thing there's so much of it.
Well, in some parts of the world, like the deserts, there isn't. And even where there is more water, we still have to take very good care of it. If we don't keep our water clean, we only hurt ourselves. So we need to protect our water sources.
That makes sense.
And it's also very important to conserve water, which means don't waste it, so that we can all enjoy fresh, clean water for many years to come.
Well, Professor, this has all been very interesting, but I have a long journey ahead of me. Come here.
Of course. Have a wonderful trip, Nutley.
Professor Squirrel?
Yes, Nutley?
I'm exhausted. Do you think you could spare a glass of water?
I love those guys, don't you?
Yes!
It's everyone's responsibility to take care of the planet, right?
Yes!
Yes! Taking care of the planet is your responsibility and my responsibility too. Just like it's my responsibility to take care of Sandy and the houseplants. And remember to brush my teeth and wash my face. Okay, we've put together another great set of activities that I think you're really going to enjoy. Come back tomorrow and let me know how you do on them. Tomorrow we'll learn more about how you can be responsible in your community. There'll be some surprises too, like some baby animals learning about responsibilities of their own. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.
ABCmouse.com